WordWorks is a non-profit organisation based in South Africa whose primary aim is to support the literacy and language development of young children. Since 2005, we have been working with parents, volunteers, teachers and children in libraries, schools in the Cape Town area. Our programs are also being used as far afield as Grahamstown, Saldanha and KwaZulu-Natal.
The WordWorks program is a process of learning through play and fun. It is simple to implement and therefore the volunteers are feeling so comfortable with the program.
I'm glad I came. What this program taught me, it's especially with the kind of children you work and working on different levels, it taught me to have patience. It's been a valuable experience for me because I end up what I've learned here, wanting to share it. I end up teaching children at home and doing it at home.
WordWorks focuses on early literacy training in Grade R and Grade 1, as this is when children need a very solid foundation to work from at school. Many schools need literacy intervention and support. Often, it is the school principal with vision who approaches WordWorks about setting up a site at their school.
Our learners come from backgrounds where English is not their first language, and in that way we're able to now offer some kind of assistance to those learners. Being able to offer a service enhances the marketability of the school too.
Our philosophy is based on the fact that children learn while they are having fun, and that in order to learn, they themselves need to play an active role in their own learning. Confidence is key to this learning, and children experience success when their contributions are valued. Each lesson follows the same structure and is divided into activities that are specifically geared to make the lesson fun, non-threatening, interactive, varied, and language-rich. Each week, children begin by talking about a new book to develop and experience new language. This is followed by reading the book, writing and drawing about what they have read, and playing games to develop letter, sound, and word knowledge. To ensure that our interventions are sustainable and empowering, we strive to harness the talents and commitment of ordinary people who are seeking to transform their communities and the prospects of their children. The early literacy program was developed for people who do not necessarily have formal teacher training, but who are passionate about helping young children to learn to read and write. By making these people central to the process of educating these young children, and by recognizing their vital role, they become co-producers of education and learning in their own communities and are themselves empowered and uplifted.
Everywhere I go, children call me Miss, Miss, Miss. I feel like I'm in what is it? A professional teacher, but I'm not. So it's a good program.
I struggled with reading at the beginning of my school year, and I didn't have anybody to help me through. I wanted to work with children because of my, how I felt, because I saw where I could have, empowered myself as a child to be better. So now I can help other children to be better.
A coordinator or team leader is key to the setup and smooth running of the program. They are selected to organize the space, set up the resources, and recruit and train the volunteers who will work directly with the children. They coordinate the volunteers on an ongoing basis and work very closely with them, making suggestions about new activities, monitoring the children's progress, and liaising with the founding team.
It's not very difficult. It's actually a very nice job. It's not per se, coordinating anybody, but it's basically just keeping us all together as in one happy family. And I know as long as they are happy, the children are happy, and I'm even more happy.
Volunteers attend an initial training session, and each volunteer is given a step-by-step guide for working directly with the children. They are also given a pack which contains all the equipment, resources and materials they will need to get started. They will be allocated 4 children who have been selected to come once a week for at least 6 months to the same volunteer. This one-on-one contact is so important, and the relationship that develops over time between volunteer and child is very special and key to the success of the program.
Well done. Oh, you are such a superstar.
Because there is this one-to-one interaction with them, they try so much harder, despite all the bad things that happen around them.
So it gives them an opportunity to have one-on-one time where it's not only literacy stuff they get from the program. I just find it's an emotional support. If they don't get picked up during that week, I find they get so upset they track me down looking for their volunteers.
Our dynamic team at WordWorks strives to create interesting and innovative materials to grow and sustain the early literacy program. Our passion for education and literacy are cornerstones of this program. Dr. Shelley O'Carroll, founding director of WordWorks, has dedicated her time to developing the early literacy program to support young children as they learn to read and write. Angelique Twiss and Sue Seton manage the WordWorks program and the coordinators at the various sites. Learning to read and write is the ticket to educational success, decent job prospects beyond, and a good quality of life. But many children in South Africa fall behind early on, failing to fulfill their potential. Schools in underprivileged communities frequently struggle with large class sizes, limited access to specialized remedial services, and a lack of affordable and appropriate learning resources. Overstretched learning support programs are usually of necessity targeted at those with the severest learning disabilities.
What they get here is far more than I can offer in a classroom situation. I don't have the time to actually go along and help one child for a solid hour individually. I don't have that, and my curriculum doesn't allow for that.
A confident child is a happy child, and a happy child will be more able to take on the scary task of learning to read and write with greater ease, regardless of their abilities. WordWorks strives to make each child feel special about their achievements, and with time to increase the ability and love of reading and writing.
So WordWorks helped me a lot to my child, but not only to my child, but to all the children in my community. So this program, it has been doing good things for me and my community.
And it's that kind of community spirit that's going to get us over that hurdle of literacy and numeracy scores that need to be increased at the end of the day. And I think any intervention that benefits the literacy and numeracy is not only an advantage to the school, but that's a broader question that we're struggling with as a country, we're struggling with.